Welcome, Annie Collins here for Paper Sweeties. Today we're going to create this Easter card. Let's go over the products I used to create this card. I used the Paper Sweeties Build a Gnome stamp set. This has a little gnome's body, 2 hats, his beard, nose, arms. If you want to create a girl, you have 2 braids and other little elements to decorate. We're also going to be used the Build a Gnome add-on Spring Edition, and this one has the large word Easter. It has a carrot, an egg, a flower, leaf, bunny ears, a basket full of eggs. It has a little heart, and it has a little gnome hat. It has sentiments like happy, hoppy, bunny, hugs and kisses, mom, mothers, and day. So today we'll use the bunny ears, the hat, some of the other elements, and the hoppy and the Easter for our card. This stamp set comes with a coordinating die, and a die cuts the word Easter and all of the elements here, even the small little heart and the tiny little heart and dot that you see here. So here's the one for the basket. These are your bunny ears, your carrot, your egg, your flower. Those are those tiny little dot and heart you see there. This is the leaf and the little heart. And then of course your hat. Along with this, we'll be using some distress oxide and tumbled glass, a cloud stencil from my stash, white cardstock at 80 pounds, and 110-pound card base. And we're going to make an A2 size card that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I have a little hill cut out here out of Doodlebug paper, Doodlebug Designs paper, and this is from down on the farm, and it has it's green with little daisies on it. Now I went ahead and stamped and colored and cut our images. Here I'm showing you the beard that I used the Sakura Sparkle Jelly Roll pen on it, just to give a little something of interest to his little beard. We have our bunny ears, our word Easter, which I did in pastel colors. And these were all colored with Copic markers, and I'll have those listed in the description box below. So we have our carrot, our word hoppy, our other carrot, we have a few eggs here, and then we'll have, oh, and his little basket full of eggs is so cute. And then we have his nose and his 2 little hands, and I put little pop dots in the back of his nose and hands for a little dimension. Alright, so let me remove all this from my desk so we can get started with our project. We're going to start using the tumbled glass and the cloud stencil. Now this stencil has the cloud design across. Now if you don't have a cloud stencil, but you have you can tear and make paper and make your own stencil, or you can use your own die cuts to create a cloud stencil of your own with cardstock or even plastic. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and finish off the hill, the area down here, because I want it to be darker by the hill. Checking it, yep, it looks good. And next I'm going to trim down my panel to 4 by 5 1/4 so that I have a nice white border all around my card. This will give it a nice clean feel. Alright, so now I'm going to attach my little hill on the bottom, so I'm going to get some Barely Art glue here. I'm going to add that to the bottom, to the back of my hill, and I'll trim off anything that's extra that's hanging over. Then I will bring in our elements to start building our little gnome. So basically here it all is. We're going to attach his little beard. I'm just giving a little curl on the bottom of his beard just to have a little slight dimension. Then I'm going to attach his little beard to his body, then the hat to his little head there, making sure I press on it really well, and then I'm going to tuck his little bunny ears just behind his hat. That little spot there isn't staying down. I guess I didn't put enough adhesive. Alright, so now I'm going to add the last little ear, and I'm also going to curl the little ears towards myself just to give a little extra dimension to them. I'm popping on the nose, his little arm, his little hand. Next I'll put his little basket here, just tucking it so under his beard, and then his other little hand. I'm going to go ahead and attach him to the center of our panel, just about there. And then I'll start adhering our eggs and carrots to the bottom of our card. So I start with the little green one, then the pink one here. And then for the carrots, I colored with one end is a little lighter than the other, that's casting a shadow. And I'm making sure that those are towards the bottom. Now this blue egg, I'm going to go ahead and add some foam adhesive to the back of it so it's nice and popped up in the cluster here. I'm going to adhere this panel to my card base, and we're almost done. This one went pretty quick. The pieces are so easy to color, and having the dies makes it so easy to cut everything apart. So I'm going to add a little adhesive to the word, to this little sentiment strip that says Hoppy, like hop like a bunny, and then add a little adhesive to the back of the word Easter. And when you use the die cut for the word Easter, it cuts out the little sections between the letters, so between the E and A, S, etc. So I pulled in some pastel sequins from my stash. I'm going to link down below the Daffodil mix because it's the same basic thing. I just didn't have it in my stash. So again, we used the Build a Gnome stamp and die set, and then the new Build a Gnome spring set. Thank you for being here. I hope you found some inspiration.